Hello, everybody. Can you hear us? How about that, then? How quick a change around was that? My thanks to Megan and Josh, who are helping us out here trackside. We have switched over, not only from Formula One, but to IndyCar and Mid-Ohio. Not 5 minutes ago, we were talking to you from IndyCar, and now we're getting ready for the green flag here, for the Indy 200 here at this circuit as well, the Honda Indy 200. We're going to talk you through the grid as soon as they come through. Myself and Josh are going to be doing some very difficult skills, I'd like to point out, because we're trying to get the driver tracker working for you at home, whilst also bringing JoshPlayz into the commentary box. So while Josh, while Josh gets that ready as well, we'll be flicking around mainly. But good afternoon, Josh. You can hear us. How are you doing today, after the British Grand Prix of hell?
Yeah, that was something else, wasn't it?
Do you know, if that red flag had gone on 10 more minutes, we would have missed this start.
I don't know. 10
minutes, that's how much it took to change. Hello to Outright Fossil says, I believe I've seen your face before. I think you have. Do you know where? I don't know where we met.
That name. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know where we met as it comes through. But yeah, hello everybody. Shall we get going again then? In this one, just sitting in my chair as well, just getting in the right position as we're getting ready for all the action to start here as well. Oh, perfect, Josh. I'll sort that out then. Thanks for that driver tracker from JoshPlayz. If you shove it to the top right, yeah, shrink you down and shove that there. That'll be perfect, Josh. Absolutely perfect. If I leave the driver tracker there, and I'll adjust that. Yeah, put the driver tracker up there. Perfect. So thanks, Josh. I'll get that analysed now as we're coming forward for the trackside command.
Indy 200 from Mid-Ohio. Here we go. And they say green.
Lots of pressure here.
They come together. Final corner to the line. Scott Dixon will win.
Further back, lots of cars off.
Newgarden finally does it on Independence Day.
Last weekend, of course, it was the July 4th celebrations. It's the same weekend here. Good afternoon, everybody. If you're just joining us over there in the States, and welcome along to the Indy Grand Prix of Honda in for the Mid-Ohio. Here's the starting grid then and how it stands. Pole position in this race goes the way of Pato O'Ward as well, believe it or not. And then it's Scott McLaughlin as well alongside him. Colton Herter, Felix Rosenquist, Scott Dixon and Simon Pagino. Follow then that down as well with Alexander Palou, David McCulkus, Carl Kirkwood and Callum Eilert, then taking as well Venus Vique and Alexander Rossi. Rows 7, 8, 9 and 10, Marcus Ericsson, Joseph Newgarden, Helio Casneves and Christian Lundgaard, Romain Grosjean and Graham Rahal, Takuma Sato and Devlin DiFrancesco, Will Power, Connor Daly, Dalton Kellett, Jack Harvey and Tatiana Calderon complete the field in this race. We are coming to the green flag here for the Honda Indy Toronto. They're in two different places, remember, the start line and finish line, as officially this race has gone green. Unofficially, it's about to start. JoshPlayz, good afternoon. Well done for getting that driver tracker operational in 8 minutes as well. Good afternoon, how are you?
Good afternoon. It's a bit glitzy, but it'll do.
It'll do. We get to broadcast the race straight after. They're going 2 by 2 then. Pato O'Ward becomes our 9th different pole sitter in 9 different races here in IndyCar. Alongside him on the front row is Scott McLaughlin. They're out of the last corner around the horseshoe. We're coming to the green flag. It's time for those magic words. It's green flag. And are they calling it off? Non-start. They've called it off. They're too far apart, so the start has actually been called off. So it's been waved off. So it'll be a 79-lap race here for the Honda Indy 200. And I'll tell you what, Josh, all that rushing around we did, it's almost not worth it anymore, is it?
Yeah, but at least we're here, as I'm still getting my timing screens ready, as
Ditto.
My timing screen is still on the Formula 1 tyres.
Do you know, my timing screen is actually on the wrong ways round as well. It's my timing screen is showing the F1, and on the other one that you're seeing on your YouTube chat, that is actually showing the correct timing screen that I need. So I am in the same boat. So this waved off yellow is actually giving us both a little bit of time to get our facts right, it seems, up here in the box after such a quick on-off from that of Formula One's British Grand Prix. Go on, Josh.
Anyone who needs a lollipop holder, use the top of the Coke can.
Oh, that's a perfect idea. That's brilliant. Does it work?
It does.
Fantastic. So I'm just copying as well over that as well and getting everything ready. So we're coming to the green flag again then, everyone here. Ready to go again for the Honda Indy 200. I think it's button 2 I need to press. Yes, it is, with us on it. Hello, Josh. You're down there this time, not here. But the driver track is above you, so it just makes more sense. Right. 79 laps to go here. Time for start number 2 for the Honda Indy 200. Looks good this time. Looks green to me. Pato O'Ward will lead them to the green flag. It's green, green, green. Here at Mid-Ohio on Independence Weekend, it's green flag, and away we go. McLaughlin chops off Colton Herter. Dixon's trying to go around the outside as well. Look at Pato O'Ward straight in there as well, keeping the lead. Felix Rosenquist is going for second position. This is the part of the track we always see crashes at as well, every single weekend as they bounce over each other. A few bumping and bulling, but congratulations. Pat yourselves on the back, Josh. They've all got through cleanly there.
Yeah, and I have no idea what any of these corners are, so this is going to be great.
Contact, spin around to the top of the hill is the 17. So already drama in the back as the engine's still running, but the 17 gets spun round right at the back of the field, and that is... Oh, Will Power's been dropped round as well. Was it Will Power? It was. It wasn't the 17, it was the 12. My apologies. So Will Power gets spun round. That's disaster. Say again, Josh.
It just has been confirmed that that was Will Power.
Well, this just keeps on getting closer and closer, doesn't it? In this race, as I take a seat, as at the inside, Alexander Rossi going for a move on Dalton Kellett at the hairpin as well, technically at the last corner, and makes a move. There's the replay of Power getting hit out wide earlier on in the race.
Yeah, it was front right to front, Will Power's front left as we see a move. I believe that's Ilott and Rossi for a 10th position.
Yeah, you're right. So Rossi's up to 10th. Ilott's down to 11th position. Although Newgarden's been out of position as well into P12 in this race so far. But it's lap 3 of 80 here. They go by quite quick, but we've had a sort of a red flag situation as well with a delayed start. Then even F1 had a delayed start as well, so we're getting very quick into it. The start line here is in a disproportionate position to where it is. The start line is where the cars are coming over now, and then round the hairpin, that is where the green flag restart zone is. So here's the start line as well, down to pit lane.
Sidewall tire, a little harder compound, a little slower, and David Malukas was on that alternate red sidewall tire, a little softer, a little faster, so that's a big move for Kyle to get ahead of David with essentially the slower tire. There you
Cheers, pit lane as well. As trying to get the talk back right, it seems to be a bit weird for IndyCar. It seems like Sky Sports action is a little bit quieter than normal as well. But Tom Gamel's on during the ad breaks as well. You've got me and JoshPlayz up here in the comms box for you as well. Big kick of dust in the background. I think that got brought up by Venus VK, who's running in 13th position as Rosenquist goes to defend as well. So much action happening in the middle half of this race. And has your timing screen's got up and set yet? I think mine just about has got ready. Timing screens are on for Josh as he's showing us as well. Perfect. Thanks, Josh. As they come through. And then after yesterday, Pato O'Ward for a 9th pole position as well. 9 different races, 9 different pole sitters in IndyCar this season. Again, having a very strong run of the board as a little bit of a slide there from the 14. That will be for Kyle Kirkwood. And David McCulcus is just behind him as well, having a few teething problems out there in the race today as the timing tower once again resets itself for the full race distance as well. So settle in for IndyCar here on the YouTube channel as we're in for an interesting one as well. We called all the British Grand Prix, now we're going to call this IndyCar. It was tight, just a 5-minute crossover period, but we could do it, which is a delight for me. So let's sit down and enjoy a nice IndyCar race as my eyes just about adjust after wearing glasses for 3.5 hours, nearly 4 hours, thanks to that red flag. They just adjust in time as well. And O'Ward again having a good run of things. Go on, Josh.
Hopefully it's not messed it up.
It's the same as mine up here in the box, Josh. I've got it on the iPad, but it's easier for you to
like the driver tracker.
Oh, I see. Let's take a look then at the moment. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah, as it comes through.
Trying to make it bigger.
It was perfectly fine. We've shrunk it in as well. And this is a replay at the start as we continue. No crashes. Oh, brilliant. I'll adjust that. No crashes at the start then, which was impressive. But worried about many damage later on in the race, maybe, Josh. That's one thing we've got to worry about.
Yeah, maybe, as we see replay along live action, which I absolutely love. Why can't Formula 1 do this with Sky Sports F1? It's Newgarden, and there's the big, massive kick of dust.
At the back half, yeah, and how on earth did everyone get through that okay? I was convinced it would be another accident with that dust being kicked up at the back half of the track. They've all got to be so delicate out here at the moment today. One wrong move and you're in the gravel, and there's a lot of walls around here that are quite unforgiving as well. Go on, Josh.
No, transponder issue.
Okay, so transponder issue back up there as well. Just take a look at it. Pato O'Ward now. I'm on his camera angle as well. He's got a fastest lap of this race so far as well, I believe. But now, yeah, 1:09.998. So he's closing quite quick. Already lap 6 of this race then here at Mid-Ohio for the Independence Day weekend as well. So I hope everyone's having a brilliant day over there in America and you're enjoying some great action. Always come to Mid-Ohio as well for all of it. And I think Simon Pasha's going through. Top 5 then. It's Pato O'Ward, Scott McLaughlin, Felix Rosenquist, Colton Herter and Scott Dixon. The top 5 after the opening 10 laps. Tom Gaymore, over to you. Can you hear us, Tom? Is Tom actually there? Because I know he was at a previous race. I believe he is.
The NBC team take a break.
There
is the view of your race leader. It was fairly well behaved from the field through the opening exchanges. Biggest mover and shaker, apart from the likes of Newgarden, as we see Will Power coming back through the field. He was furious after qualifying yesterday, where he was the fastest in the group sessions, but got his time taken away after impeding Helio Castroneves on his outlap when Helio was on a flyer, and that meant that he had his 2 fastest lap times taken away at start much further back, and was very much on full send on the opening lap. Didn't work out for Will Power, but it's Connor Daly who's the biggest mover and shaker at the moment. He's up 5 spots, and then you've got the likes of Joseph Newgarden, very aggressive at the beginning. He's another driver, another Penske driver who was furious after qualifying. I've never seen Joseph Newgarden so irate. But as it stands, it's the Chevrolets of Pato O'Ward, Scott McLaughlin and Felix Rosenquist who continue to lead out front. As there we go, Joseph Newgarden having a look at Callum Arlott up the inside of turn 4. Joseph Newgarden at the moment trying to claw his way into the top 10. He's got to pass Callum Arlott.
Don't think he can do it though, can he? Thanks, Tom. Just needed a second to get everything sorted up here in the comms box as well. I'm sure Josh was needing that little break as well as we come back on the feed as well. 72 laps to go then here at Mid-Ohio. And O'Ward and McLaughlin separated by 1.1 second as well. There's an immediate battle that you can sense brewing here at Mid-Ohio. And I feel like now after that little break, because I haven't taken my headset off in over 4 hours, so it needed to just be taken off and a bit of a clean. And Tom Gaymore gave me the perfect opportunity to do that. So hello, everybody. I know Upright Fossil loves our commentary. That's a problem! Rosenquist is slow. Now, has he had a spin coming out of the corner? He's back up to speed now, but coming out of the hairpin, I think he's touched the dust. We've got a caution. It's gone. It's gone. Bang, bang. The engine's gone, and the caution is out here at Mid-Ohio on lap 9 of 80. So the engine's gone. I wonder if grass has got caught in it or something or other, but that engine is gone. Fire is out, and now it's a caution. What do you think of that then, Josh? That's drama already at the start, and it's probably on fire. Look at that.
Yeah, looks on fire. Tons of smoke / steam, and get out of there, Rosenquist.
Yeah, you've got 10 seconds. So Felix, get out of the car. There's literally flames I can see. Now it's bubbling. So there's a lot of steam as well. So get out of that car. as quickly as possible. Leaving it. You've got to leave it within 10 seconds, and that's not a great thing there. Pit road.
They'd said nothing on the radio about this, and then all of a sudden it goes up in a plume of smoke. Tough break for the 7 car.
So they had no warning about it at all as we come back to caution then as well after just 10 laps. No early time for anyone to dive into the pit lane and take some new tyres, I believe. So they're going to be like this for a while. So caution out then here at Mid-Ohio. And out of the race, sadly, goes Felix Rosenquist. Of the 27 runners left, we now only have 26, which is good for me because the timing tower now shows everybody correct. I don't have to shrink it down to add one person back into the mix, which I didn't have time to do as well. Barely had enough time to set the entire stream up. Thank God, basically, it's on a pre-launch. Let's listen then, Josh. Take us through it.
Yeah, so just coming.
It dies after the hairpin.
My TV's not on meeting.
Sounds like a pit speed record song.
Oh, it died coming out of the hairpin, then it restarted, and then it dies again. So
grade two, keep digging.
Two separate car deaths, it seems, that there, Josh.
Yeah,
that's really strange.
Yeah, I'm not. I have got a cable which transports sound and sound mixer. It's not long enough to go into the TV, so I don't have TV comms in my headset, which is a bit annoying.
Can you hear it? Can you hear us? Can you hear me though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
I can hear you, just not the TV comms. So yeah, and Rosenquist not happy, kicking his tyre a bit like what Max Verstappen did in Baku that one year after the tyre blowout. Rosenquist not happy with an engine failure or some sort of problem.
So he So he becomes our first retirement here at Mid-Ohio. Pato O'Ward still leads. Second for Scott McLaughlin. Third for Colton Herter. Fourth, Scott Dixon. And into the pit lane, Rahal, Power and Harvey coming in now, as you can see on your monitor, as we continue to hear. There is a very despondent race chief just watching on for Felix Rosenquist as well. So we are behind caution after completing 11 laps of this race. There are 70 laps remaining here. Pato O'Ward's race engineer, Felix Rosenquist's race engineer walks away. Power gets back into the race then. After being a lap down, he gets his lap back with a free pass-through, which is good news. And he's in there as well. Pit stops changing over. Power's gone on, I believe. So it's Rahal. And Rahal has changed over to alternate tyres. Power's changed over to primaries. And it's sticker red alternates as well for Jack Harvey in the field as well. Silverstone Flag is out because we've just come from the British Grand Prix and we haven't had time to change over from the commentary box. If you're wondering why, on Independence weekend here in the States, we've got a British flag saying Silverstone behind us. It was the weekend of the British Grand Prix, and literally the race ended for Formula 1 5 minutes before we came on air for the green flag of IndyCar. But luckily, a caution delay and everything.
Absolutely mega turnaround.
Yeah. It's not that easy either, as you know, Josh. It's not that easy to turn over the box. You've got to close down the YouTube streams. You've got to save the YouTube streams. You've then got to open up the new YouTube streams. Got some team radio.
Behind you. I think they're trying to overcut for sure. So just keep managing the pace.
They're talking there about Pato O'Ward. Whether or not McLaughlin and those behind are trying to overtake. Tell you what, this caution gives me time to sit down, so I'm enjoying that after that hectic British Grand Prix, which I'm going to enjoy re-watching tomorrow afternoon as well. Probably I'll take Channel 4's coverage because I heard Sky's throughout my headset throughout the race, so I know what they said, so I'll probably watch Channel 4's as well. But who's coming down the pit lane? No one. Pit lane now.
Road America when Pato O'Ward said engine, and we all assumed it was an engine issue. It wasn't. It was internal. It was electronics. That's the same engine that he ran at Road America, which could come into play later on in avoiding a grid penalty. But yes, he's very concerned about this, so maybe it's something not an engine-related issue.
If that's Pato O'Ward worried about McLaren's reliability, that's worrying as well, because considering he's top of the board. So keep an eye out whether or not it'll be a problem further down the board. So full course caution is out. Jack Harvey changing his front wing as well, is the only car down on pit road as well, after coming in the previous lap to put on the sticker red alternates. It's lap 12 of 80. We have taken 69 laps to go here at Mid-Ohio. And they are desperate trying to pull something out of the wing there, aren't they? Josh, it looks a bit weird there.
They really are. And it looks like as the Rosenquist car gets pulled away, so we should be back to green shortly. And I think they've just called for a new front wing and can't be bothered to get it out because it's too stuck in, which is probably the best thing to do if you can't get it out.
Yeah, if you can't get it out, call for a new front wing and then just deal with the consequences later. You're under the caution. You're not going to lose much time. I think you're still in the lead lap. 1:56.
Literally.
11, yeah, same lap. But we're coming to the green, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, green flag will be at the start line, not at the restart line. So it's green flag. Away we go again here in Mid-Ohio. Award leads away with McLaughlin second and Herta going to the inside. Jack Harvey's there, coming out of the pit lane, trying not to lose the lap. And Harvey nearly made contact, but he's got a lap down. So Herta gets pushed out for passing McLaughlin, and Dixon says thank you very much and sends it round the outside of the hairpin. Dixon goes through into third position. Herta down to fourth. Madness.
And here comes Pagano on the outside of Herta.
This is into turn one, officially late on the brakes as well. Does he make it past the section? This is where contact happens, mainly as well. Pagano sticks it through. Herta tries to send it around the outside. They're touching twice, they're touching three times. And Herta just about holds the position. Oh, that was tight. That was closer than Hamilton, Perez and Leclerc a couple of minutes ago.
That was very tight. 3 wide going into the last corner was quite a scene earlier at Silverstone.
New trousers moment for me.
We've gone over the pond and now we're in Mid-Ohio watching a great race.
13 of 80. It is indeed a great race and it'll be over quite quickly. Yeah, 8:30 UK time, by the way, is the Grand Prix review. We'll go over everything from W Series, F3, F2 and F1 as well. Then I can collapse into my bed and not wake up until Tuesday as well. But a long slide off now. Got Wimbledon, yeah. Wimbledon commentaries. If my voice lasts that long. But this is turning into a fantastic battle out here as well. So Award has got a 1 second advantage over McLaughlin. They've both got 200 seconds of push to pass left. So neither of them are changing over. But I tell you what, Herta dropping back after being blocked by Jack Harvey. It's causing issues, massive issues. It's up the inside, trying to make a move there. Not working out now, and through. That is Castro Neves passing VK into turn one. Castro Neves to 12th position. Do you want to hear some team radio, Josh? Because I just realised I can do that with you showing the radio. Let's have radio from Colton Herta. Right. Herta's radio is open. Herta's radio is open. So if anything comes over, we'll hear it from him as well. As the field continue to separate here at Mid-Ohio. Still quite close together. Leading all 14 laps so far is Pato O'Ward for the Arrow McLaren Schmidt-Peterson.
I had a massive tech problem then.
I thought you did. Do you know why? I could hear something. I heard something flash through, so I thought you might have had a tech problem. So I heard some flashes over in the monitor as well. I can hear birds, so there's birds outside the commentary box, which is nice.
4 unless you can attack.
So save 4 unless you can attack. That was from Herta. Big dust kicked up then, and running straight through it as well is Dalton Kellett. As there's a move going on now. Kellett trying to send it around the outside of the 28 as well there in the braking zone, and he's done it. That's Roman Grosjean, I believe, also making the move on the as well, getting past.
Yeah, Roman Grosjean was the person being passed
by Connor Daly, I believe.
Great move there.
So top 5, top 5. Ward, McLaughlin, Dixon, Herta, and Pagano. Top 5 at the moment as well. Well, calm it down, bring it back in, rephrase, and hopefully we'll have a good run as well as to come through. Connor Daly did improve. Rahals improved up the order as well. So who's in front? Rahals. So Harvey's dropped down to 25th, and he is a lap down officially. So Harvey's going to need another caution to be waved back through to get his lead lap back. He almost got out. Did
+1, let's go back to fuel 88.
That's Herta saying +1, go back to fuel 48 as well. And I'll tell you what, I can just admit something as well. For the season I didn't commentate on IndyCar back in 2019, I didn't commentate on that season. I spent the entire year listening to, bar the 500 obviously, I spent the entire year listening to the team radios during the races instead. So much information you get sent into as well, and that's why I always say, let's have a radio open, so because you hear everything. They're not censored or anything. You hear everything possible from that spotters and the engineers on the pit wall as well. It's fantastic at ovals as well, as we saw last time out in IndyCar as well. Where was the last race? Road America, I believe, was the last one. Now we're at Mid-Ohio. 2 great races back-to-back as Dixon moves up into 3rd. What have you got, Josh?
It was Road America last weekend, wasn't it?
Is the last weekend or the weekend before? I can't remember which.
And, this weekend at Road America, it's NASCAR. So Road America's had NASCAR and IndyCar both recently.
Was it honestly?
Let's go get the 14.
Was it honestly last weekend? Road America. I thought it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, 4 even. How long ago was that? Wasn't Canada, was it? And that was 2 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, maybe just after Le Mans. Yeah, it was after Le Mans. It was that night. So I remember being absolutely worn out at the end of that one, and having to commentate on my own as well.
Straight line speed's really good on that thing.
It's about to.
Copy that.
Megan will be back with us next at the next event, which I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, will be Toronto in 2 weeks.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, I think that's the next one. And it'll be exclusively on Peacock, which means you're welcome here on the watch along more often than not. Right. NBC have returned from the rad break, which means we can see more track coverage, which is great to see because we only had the standard onboards during their off periods as well. Pato O'Ward leads. He's got the fast lap of the race, a 1:09.541. Scott McLaughlin is second. Scott Dixon third. Colton Herta fourth. And it's 2 weeks to Toronto, correct? Yeah, you said?
Toronto. July 17th.
Yeah, and that's on the Sunday. Is it on the Sunday? We think, but yeah, we think that's like an hour after the Formula E race.
Faster than the cars ahead that lap.
Eastern time.
3 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
And this is at 12:30.
Sunday.
Oh yeah, it's plenty then. It's after the Formula E race in New York City, so we'll be bringing you stateside coverage in 2 weeks when it's Formula E and NASCAR and sorry, of IndyCar as they come through. Yeah, that's what I commentated on last week. NASCAR on the Sunday. Say again?
2 IndyCar races on my birthday weekend. Thank you very much.
That's in 2 weeks, isn't it? Is that the doubleheader at Iowa?
Yep.
Iowa's going to be fun. Iowa's a night race, if I'm remembering correctly, for us here in the UK, so that could be quite fun.
Decent time, so that would be 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Both nights. That's good. Doesn't interfere with anything.
Yes.
Say again?
And because it's 50 miles more on the Sunday, it's an hour earlier.
So it's 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on the end weekend. I don't think that'll clash with anything, so we should be okay. I'm worried about the clash between Hungary and Formula E, to be fair, as well, in the end of the month. But we roll on as we continue on. So on board with Joseph Newgarden at the moment as well. He's down in 11th position, chasing Callum Ilott, who is technically a rookie, but he's done more than a season now because he started off the end of last year and is coming here, same as Christian Lundgaard, as well as hold out more fuel laps. I'm hearing over my radio as well from I think Colton Herta. We're going to open more as well. This time we're going to open Pato O'Ward, the race leaders radio as well. So we've opened up O'Ward on the radio as Newgarden's getting a little bit close to a little bit of a dodgy position out here. If I was leading this race of O'Ward, I would leave it as late as possible to go into the pits. He hasn't stopped yet as well due to that caution. He's sort of got to save about 3-4 laps of fuel, but lap 25 onwards, I'd be thinking it would be time to come into the pit lane for maybe a 2-stop race here because it hasn't taken that long. We've been racing 25 minutes. We've done 20 laps.
The top 7 is the same. No threat of alternate strategy. The focus is fuel and tires.
Focus is fuel and tyres of Pato O'Ward, exactly as I said, so save it as long as you can and go longer in the race thanks to that caution and come in around about 25-26 as well, which is what I thought would happen and has happened. Dust getting kicked up everywhere in the background then here as they come in, pit lane.
Attest to this, just having a race under your belt in the car when you've been out as long as she has, that goes a long way, not even from a driver comfort standpoint, but just from a cruise standpoint as well, getting everybody everybody going through the motions of a race weekend, that goes a long way. And when you unload off the truck on your second race weekend in just a couple weeks, that always helps too. So it's been good. It's been slow and steady progress for this 16 team, but they're slowly chipping away at it and having a nice day so far.
James, perhaps.
And that, of course, the 16 will be Simone De Silvestro, who made a return to IndyCar last time out at Road America, and this is her second race back as a full-time driver as well, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Brings two female drivers in alongside Tatiana Cauldron as well as the other. Simona's in 22nd, Tatiana is in 24th at the moment, but both ahead of Jimmy Johnson as well, who's dropped down to 25th position in this race. As we see at the moment, they see the driver tracking operation that Josh has brought through as well. All looking in good operation here at Mid-Ohio. I want to say Silverstone a lot as well. It's still getting in there, but the race settling down now to a nice pace here as O'Ward leads by 9/10 to McLaughlin. Neither of them are going to try a pass. It's very tricky to overtake at Mid-Ohio. It's a short, narrow track, just 15-meter car length as well at the best points of the track. It's a very tight circuit, and you can see that on the driver track as well, can't you, Josh? It's very undulating, and it's not a place to overtake. It's not a place also for the faint-hearted.
Yeah, it really is. The elevation on this circuit, absolutely insane, as we just see it there through that
0.05 is your number. You're right there. 4.05.
And that's a Pato O'Ward's radio coming through. Go on, Josh.
Mid-Ohio, in my opinion, is the American Portimao.
Yes, I completely agree with you. I think Adam would, if he was watching as well. I believe he is. Hello, Adam, and everyone. Upright Foster, I know you're still here listening to us. Let us know if you agree. This is the American Portimao.
No pressure.
22 laps down of the 80 then. O'Ward, McLaughlin, Dixon, followed by Herta, Pagano, top 5. We're going to have a little bit of a break by throwing over to Tom Gamor.
The wheel, very spectacular to watch, as Callum Ilott still has Joseph Newgarden all over the back of that Junko Sollinger machine. And they head up to turn 4, but still Joseph Newgarden can't find a way past. Well, looking at the rookies in the top 10, Carl Kirkwood, one to watch definitely. He's had the most success at Mid-Ohio, winning 3 of last year's 4 Indy Lights. And Kirkwood third among the rookie drivers in the standings, 47 behind Lundgaard, who had a strong Indy 500, didn't he? But he's behind David Malukas now. Malukas was behind Carl Kirkwood earlier on in the race, but has got ahead. And Malukas, actually, for me, has been the star rookie so far. Didn't get the best out of the car in qualifying and was actually disappointed not to make it through to the Fast 6. Felt he had a machine capable of doing it, but much like Joseph Newgarden, just had that IndyCar traffic, and a lot of the drivers just saying, that's IndyCar, man, after qualifying. And that was very much the theme. There's Alex Palou. We haven't seen much of him.
Number was good. You can give us any more? Great. Just manage that gap to McLaughlin. Did a good job.
There between Simon Pagano and Malukas. Then it's Kirkwood and Rossi flashing through. And then Ilott and Newgarden. That's rounding out your top 11 with Rinus VeeKay just there in the orange machine behind. And this is an interesting stage in the race because we're not seeing the drop-off that we normally see on the street courses. So the red alternate tyre doesn't have that cliff edge that we see in the street courses. Much harder compound, much more durable on these road courses, and that allows them to be a little bit more confident in the tyre, and they can run and run and run and make this a two-stopper. On a street track, they're really nervous about getting to the minimum distance.
Yeah, Newgarden coming in. That's what I was just got told in my ear. Joseph Newgarden dives in. So does Rinus VeeKay. So they've both decided to come into the pit lane now.
Think about what you need for blacks.
And that's Pato O'Ward saying, think about what you need from lap times here. So this is an interesting stop then, Josh, to have Newgarden, VeeKay and Lundgaard come in as well. It'll have to be for stickers, surely, sticker reds.
Yeah, it really is. We've seen Newgarden's hit, little tweak of the front wing there, and Newgarden stays ahead of VeeKay.
Absolutely fantastic as well as... I wasn't going to do that, but I must show this fantastic dress as well. My mum's just walked into the commentary box. Press button 3. Come here. Fantastic. Is that new? Is that new? Well, it looks new. That looks absolutely fantastic. Anyway, as we just press button 9 for a second, let's go down pit road, saving me the job.
Another 6 or 7 laps if they want.
Thanks, Kevin Lee, saving me there as well during that battle as they come in. As down pit road again.
This is the finish line once again.
Oh, that's not pit lane. That's
about Award's teammate Dylan. Excuse me.
And it is Felix Rosenquist. He is out of the car. The car's back in the garage. So wasn't the same issue that Pato was dealing with this morning, but what was it ultimately that put you out?
Yeah, I don't know. I came out of turn 2, and it kind of felt like I was in the pit limit. It was just kind of like, and then it got going again after I pulled the clutch for some reason, and then
let us know what you need for black.
Just completely lost drive. So yeah,
it's pretty well balanced. I think this is okay. Maybe a little less on wing.
McLaren SP guys, I worked
so we're thinking Captain McLaughlin 1.5.
Strategy on the black tires. We actually managed to move up from 4th to 3rd. So yeah, it's big loss for us today.
Yeah, I mean, I know the disappointment is real with as good as you guys were, but to do it so early too, to have it go out so early, that's equally as frustrating, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you never know what would have happened later on, but I just felt like we were sailing out there, and yeah, I think anyways we showed that again that we're up there and we were fighting for podium positions, and we just have to come back and do it all again.
Thank you, Felix.
Felix Rosenquist then, as into the pit lane comes Alex Blue. So down to Kevin Lee in the pits as Blue pits.
He started on scuffed red, so he's
got a wheel save, yeah.
The only one up at the front to do that. Last year's champion comes in, so it's going well because he was able to hold station and actually move forward a spot. Quick stop on those alternate Firestones and their stickers. Also, Simon, make that Elio Castroneves is in and out.
You still want me to fuel save, they ask?
So there goes Newgarden, there goes...
no, just go for it then, Josh. So that's changed over there in the front. This race starting to become an absolute fantastic one here as they continue to run up. As thank you very much. Needed a pint after that. And you, for those listening on the radio, it's Vimto. As they come through. So then, Josh, can O'Ward stay out there? This is about the lap times I was talking about. Ah, cheers. Cheers. I'll throw that up to the camera. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. As they come through. But yeah, absolutely fantastic because can Pato O'Ward now, as I said, keep it out the race distance to lap 28, 29, like I said earlier on, and keep track advantage?
I think
oh no!
So.
Oh no! Oh no! Pato O'Ward just said there's something wrong with the gearbox over the radio. We'll look into it. Something's wrong with the gearbox of O'Ward. So we must be misselecting.
I'm losing power.
He's losing power! He's losing power! You can hear it! Pato O'Ward is slowing! Don't tell me it's the same thing!
I'm losing power!
That's Pato O'Ward! You can hear him screaming!
We're looking into it.
You can hear Pato O'Ward screaming! You can hear him screaming, I'm losing power! I'm losing power! This is unbelievable news for Pato O'Ward! Commentator's curse may be, but you just heard it over the radio. What's the gap? 9/10. McLaughlin's going to pass him. It's dropping dramatically.
+5.
They're trying to fix it, so I wonder if it was gearbox. This morning it was a gearbox problem as well in the warm-up session. Well, this is dramatic, isn't it, Josh?
Back out of emergency mode if you went there.
Emergency mode if you need it. Wow. Live drama unfolding before your very ears, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. We'll keep an eye on that and report it to you as Kirkwood is in the pits. And earlier in the race, before the pit stops, there was 3 rookies in the top 10.
There's something wrong with the map.
There's something wrong with the mapping, so they're setting map-ins as well. Pato is saying as well. So that's not great news. Look how much as well. He's dropped back.
We're looking at it, mate. Just, I don't think a map's going to fix it right now. We're still looking into what we can do.
So Pato might be forced out of this race.
No,
with
man, I'm fucking telling you, the map fixed it. 1 and 2 is bad. It's wrong.
Apologies for the language.
Stay 3.
This is uncensored radio, so apologies for the language there from Pato O'Ward.
Let's try grade 5. Let's try grade 5.
Trying grade 5. He's lost 3/10 of a second.
4.
He's lost 3/10 of a second already to McLaughlin. I'm happy to be interrupted. This is a fantastic development. The race leader who we're listening to on the radio has got problems, and here comes Simon Pagino. Correction. This is Alex. Who we
there's something wrong in grade 5 also.
McLaughlin. Yeah, that's Rossi lapping cars, I believe.
Whatever map is working for you, let's stay on that one.
This is live for radio unfolding. We're hearing it. Me and Josh, you're hearing on the YouTube commentary. Cash Evans pits, Kevin Lee.
Go overtake.
His car was great.
Let's go overtake.
Warm up. He got to the Firestone Fast 6. They're making the progress they want as they get into the second half of the season. And the 60's away.
First season.
Good stop there as well.
Full overtake.
So they're trying to use overtake, but according to the timing screens, Josh, it's not
Oh,
working.
it doesn't work! It doesn't work! Fuck!
I was about to say.
Okay, copy. We're going to box this lap. Box, box.
So Pato Award's coming in the pit lane, but I was going to say, Josh, it's not working because the push to pass has not changed from 200%. So this is drama for Award. And the NBC have finally picked up on this, by the way. After 4 minutes, we've been listening to it. He's losing power. Gearbox isn't working. The radio's not working. Pato's coming into the pit lane. I wonder if this is to retire from the race. Can they do anything at all? Let's get out pit lane.
He's still talking.
The best is fine if I just don't use any extra power.
He's not
That's
happy.
fine. That's good to know. Box, box, box.
He's really not happy. McLaughlin takes the
Yeah.
lead. It's gone to lap 30, but is
All right,
this...
box, box. Nice and easy here, mate.
Let's just be quiet and listen. As into the pit lane they come. They're going to change tyres. Will they change up? Kevin.
Award for a pit stop, but it is anything
Okay, let it open box.
but a routine pit
Nice on the
stop.
mark.
Not much you can diagnose in this time. It's just hope. They're going to
2,
primary firestones. He's out. Nothing you can do in a pit stop. Hoping it just lasts. Scott Dixon also pitted. He's right out there
Go
behind
clutch.
him.
So they can't... Oh, we got a car off. The 14 is off. And this will bring out a caution. Carl Kirkwood is off and he's out of the race as
Aggressive
well.
overtake.
Is there more cars involved
It
there?
works. If not, don't use it.
There's some more dust there, Synth. So Cash Evans is dropping down. But now it's Kirkwood only. So if that yellow comes out...
Oh, overtake, 1, 2, 5. Everything is terrible. 3 is the only thing that works.
So
Fine, we'll just stay in 3 here. We'll just stay in 3.
mapping mode 3 then is the only one that works for Pato Award. McLaughlin heard to pin, as you say, Josh, but no sign of a caution just yet because I don't think they know where the 14 is of Carl Kirkwood has stopped.
Overtake working 190 seconds.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So Award's overtake is now working. That's that needed. Down to the
Chance
pits.
to go by, but if you come in,
Caution,
since it's
caution,
no serious
caution.
situation for Kirkwood out on track. So Scott McLaughlin, his race is saved. He gets to come in, and now he is back out, and he'll just weave around Marcus Phillips, and also comes in front, Dylan.
And there goes the caution. So the pits are closed as well. So who has come in? Power and Rahal will be okay. McLaughlin go down just after the caution. That's...
Ericsson will be good as well.
Yeah, map.
Full course yellow. Full course yellow.
Let's hear if Pato says anything. Now that the caution's called, this might give them time to fix whatever's wrong with Pato Award as well in this race. Drama unfolding here at Mid-Ohio. Race leader Pato Award in trouble having to pit. Now we've got a caution, and this is why for Carl Kirkwood.
We're still looking at this issue. We're not quite sure what it is. Looks like there's something,
Well, that's a weird one.
something going on, obviously. We'll keep working through it, but we just need you to manage the problem. It is what it is at this stage. Still got a long way to go. There's 50 laps remaining.
There is 50 laps to go. Carl Kirkwood then straight over the top of the hill, Josh, and just lost the brakes and then whacked the wall hard. But luckily, he's okay and he hasn't damaged the tyre barrier. The car's got no other visible damage, so he's actually got very lucky there.
Yeah, that was a big bounce off the wall for where he's bounced off the wall, and there's a good gap.
Yeah.
Very big gap from the wall. And you can see where he's hit the tyres.
He went so far into that gravel, so that was at full speed as well at the top of the hill. So Pato Award's still in trouble. We've still got his radio open. It might not be salvageable what's going on with him, so we might have to deal with that problem for the rest of the race. Full course caution, though, is out again here at Mid-Ohio for... Is this the second time today?
Second.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. On Stat Attack, because you've got the... Presumably you've got the stat tracker up as well, haven't you? He's going to show the laptop now. There it is. Yeah,
We're
you've got
going to reorder P3 here. It depends on what timeline they're using. They waited to throw that full course yellow until the leader cycled in. So not great for us. Obviously, this engine issue that we're working through. We'll just keep managing it. Sounds like Gray 3 is working for you.
So
your map indefinitely.
So it is an engine issue, and they might be stuck in map 3 indefinitely now. So that's insane from Pato Award. as well. We got lucky hearing it, choosing his radio and listening to it as well. But they had a problem this morning in warm-up, O'Ward, with that car as well. And we thought the Gremlins had gone, but McLaren having problems with Felix Rosenquist retiring.
Focus on minimizing the impact here as much as possible. We'll keep working on our side. You keep working on yours. Let's about get points here today.
I tell you what, Josh. Interesting race control messages come up. Order is being reviewed. So I know this is standard on ovals, but it's not usually standard on road courses to adjust the order. And blend line rule, car 3 in front of car 10. So they're swapping positions of the 3 and the 10, which is a bit difficult because I think the 3 is Scott McLaughlin, and he is in the lead. Oh, they're going to swap him. So, yeah, Alex Palou is going to lose the lead to Scott McLaughlin. They're going to swap it. That's why the order's been reviewed. So Scott McLaughlin is going to take the lead of this race when we go back to green. 50 laps to go. We've done 31.
So they've reordered the 3 and the 10, so it looks like the order is now correct. McLaughlin will be leading, then Palau, then you. Palau is on reds. He's got 8 laps on his reds.
Herta passed me, so I'll pass him back.
So Herta passed me.
Yeah, they haven't said anything about you and Herta, so let's make sure you get P3.
That's because O'Ward is running P3, but I think Herta's passed him on the track, so he needs to go back through. Has he done that over the timing
So
screen?
McLaughlin's blacks, Palau is reds, you and Herta are blacks, Dixon behind Herta is blacks, and then Newgarden is reds and P6. So that's the top 6.
Really fascinating to hear that radio come through as well as.
Outside of the issues we're having, how's the balance on that first stint?
It's fine, but I'm handicapped. Super handicapped. Fuck!
Oh, apologies for that language.
Yep, understood.
Apologies for that.
I don't know what to do.
There's nothing you can do for us right now, mate. They're going to ask, Colton needs to go by you. Let's let Colton by. P4.
Okay, so Colton Herta is going to repass Pato O'Ward for third.
We've mate right now is find the map that works, and let's minimize the pain today.
Yeah, final lap it works and
We'll do our
minimize
best
it.
to keep troubleshooting on our side, but it's about points.
Car 15 in front of car 51. So that is Graham Rahal to repass Daly and Sato. So Daly's going to go 2 places up now, as well as the AMR safety crew just retrieving the car of Kyle Kirkwood from the gravel. Kirkwood and Rosenquist are out. 2 cautions then on lap 33 and 40 of 80, sorry, 48 laps, 47 laps to go now, as we cross the control line to reset the counter once again in this bizarre Mid-Ohio race. We've just come from a fantastic Formula 1 race as well, and now we're here for a very entertaining Mid-Ohio race as well, as they keep coming through. I think we're going to throw down to pit lane shortly as well. And I'll tell you one thing as well, Josh. What are you anticipating when we go back to green? More cautions in the future, or are we going to have a clean race?
We'll definitely have 1 or 2 more cautions. I think there's going to be a great battle at the front with McLaughlin, Palou, Herta, O'Ward, and Dixon, and Newgarden. Like the top 10 is a good top 10.
Is it green next time by? I can't quite see. They restarted at the finish line. So there's the finish line you're seeing on your driver tracker. But the start line is just after the hairpin where the cars are coming through as well, the tail end of the field. That's the start line. So if we're going to... that's where the green goes at the start of the race because they like it for some bizarre reason. But that is not the official
order
line.
is correct.
So it's McLaughlin, Powell... It's McLaughlin, Power... Scott McLaughlin, Alexander Palou, Colton Herta, Pato O'Ward, Scott Dixon, top 5 then. That is the running order going forward.
And number 12 is in 12th position.
Power's done well after spinning at the start. He's only got 85 seconds left to push to pass though, so he's used 125 already in the opening 30 laps.
So what we're seeing is it looks like there's something with fuel flow here, okay? So we're going to start with the map that you know works. We're going to keep monitoring things. We just kind of need you to switch through some of the richer maps to see if that helps or if it works. If it does, doesn't, you can go back to 3 and just try to manage the situation the best you can. Okay. Next time by will be green. Next time by.
So one more lap then under the yellows. Go on, Josh.
Number 8 is in 8th and number 12 is in 12th.
That's nice. Kevin Lee.
Camped out discussing things. Craig
What
Hansen is
doesn't
one of those,
work?
Ralph Buckner, the pro. To Taylor Kyle, the team president, he said, frankly, we don't know. What they're telling Pato is stay in map 3, so that means he might not be able to fuel save right now.
So he's basically on full throttle. Map 2 doesn't work. So yeah, we heard
Looks
it.
like we're gonna have to do the start in grade 3, mate.
Yeah, 2 doesn't work.
This isn't good news then. You're hearing it on the radio, the frustration starting to come in for Pato O'Ward. He was leading this race after taking pole position. Now he's losing through, and while he's driving, he's having to manually shift through the modes as well, and that takes some of your distraction off from driving as well. This caution has helped them, but the caution's over now. He's going to have to go back to racing, and the team are going to get even more frustrated as Scott McLaughlin will bring them back to the green flag here at Mid-Ohio.
Just maintain here.
Restart zone is coming up then here at Mid-Ohio. 45 laps to go.
McLaughlin's got the field. Let's get ready for the restart.
So when we go green, we're going to go back, because do not miss this finish. It's just come up on the driver tracker. Lights are going out on the safety car. Are you ready to go racing here at Mid-Ohio? Look at that. Palou's already on the back for the 3rd time today. Green flag, away we go. Good restart for McLaughlin, but Palou stayed right with him as well. They've dropped Colton Herter. Through turn 1 we go. Looks okay to me. McLaughlin's got the good start. And dust kicked up from Palou as well. That's going to change things up further back as we look towards the hairpin. Good restart, Josh.
Yeah, very good restart of McLaughlin sliding through the hairpin there. As I think we saw a little bit of wheel banging round in the back, and Palou going round the outside, and
is he going to take it?
Can't do it. And then going around the inside, the lock up, and there's a caution.
So what's happened this time? There's contact further back, and it's the Dalton Keller. He's beached. Dalton Kelly's beached at a very dangerous part of the track. So a caution comes out again.
And he is high centered already stuck. Look.
He's probably stuck, isn't he?
Full course yellow. It's car 4 inside of turn 2.
You're correct. So how's he done that then? He's done a 360 and come back on the wrong side, because that's at the hairpin at turn 2. Very bizarre part of the track.
To see what the replay shows us.
It would be, yeah. As we're under full course yellow once again. Caution's out, and
brakes are smoking.
Say again, Josh.
The brakes are smoking. The front left brake's smoking. Josh, take us through the replay.
So down towards the hairpin then. On the inside line, he's going to get a tag from Graham Rahal, isn't it? We got a tag actually from VK. VK was the one who spun him round and dropped it into the gravel on his own accord. Oh, well, that's just perfect, isn't it?
And of course, it's downhill on the
inside. The tire
inside.
tracks in front of you. There might be some debris in 2. Just make sure you protect your tires. It looks like it's drivers.
Dixon locked up. That's what you spotted. And
right on line. Just be heads up there.
yeah, Newgarden tried to come back through on the inside, and that's when the caution came out. So Dixon got saved by that caution. Otherwise, it would have been a bigger problem. They're going to tow him out, and Dalton cannot go a lap down as well. We're under the caution then. Go on, Josh.
Not a surprise.
Yeah. We're under caution then. Let's throw to Tom Gamer. He's answering some of your questions on the hashtag SkyIndyCar comment as well.
Would find himself on the naughty step of the headmaster's office there, because that was front to rear contact in Jack's defence though. He was battling Simone De Silvestro around the outside of him. He's rolled off the brake to carry the minimum speed, and Dalton Kedit was on a bit of a Sunday stroll in the middle of the corner.
Pit's open.
Why Jack miscalculated it. It looked clumsy, but actually very easy to do, and that would have caught Jack by surprise, because he's just thinking Dalton's going to pick up the throttle. He didn't. He was very cautious on the cold tyres, and well, the result is that beached on the inside of the keyhole. Now, those watching at home, you can get in touch on Twitter at Tom Gamer. We haven't gone to Twitter yet, have we? And use the SkyIndyCar hashtag. I always love the community feel of the IndyCar viewers tweeting in every Sunday, or the Sunday that we do watch the races, and any questions that you may have I can try and get out on air and answered for you. Now here comes Jack Harvey, and that's to have a look at his front wing. He's at the back anyway. They're going to brim it. He's on a 3-stopper, and nothing ventured, nothing gained there. Just put a bit of fuel in, and already having had his wing replaced once earlier on. I think that's about the 4th or 5th stop for Jack in total. Let's have a look on the timing screen. Yes, 4th stop for him. The NBC team did a fabulous job of explaining why Scott McLaughlin was in fact ahead of Alex Palou. So the last commercial break,
right now it is
mumbling along around who would be actually at the top of
That's the only map I have.
timing screens. I thought it was Alex Palou, but Scott McLaughlin managed to get out because of the way the caution fell and neutralised the race ahead of Palou. Palou doing Palou things. How many times have we said that? The Spaniard, reigning champion and Chip Ganassi driver, just popping up from almost nowhere to really challenge Scott McLaughlin for the race win. Well, we've got halfway approaching. Lots of racing to go.
Thank you, Tom. We are still under the caution here as we come through. Upright Foster says, as much as I enjoy your commentary over NBC broadcast, this tablet is overheating. And I will leave you now. Thanks for this day. I spent more time with you than my wife. So double thanks, team. Be safe. See you next week. Have a lovely evening, Upright Fossil, and we'll see you in Austria.
Is small hits of overtake. Just corner exit. Okay, just a very small hit. Help you get off the corner. But it may start to sputter if you hold it for any longer than like an efficient. So just keep that in mind, experiment with it. We'll try to manage the situation as best we can. We will be green next time by. Green next time by.
Harvey's back in the pits.
Oh dear. So yeah, have a lovely evening, Upright Fossil, and see you in Austria. Thanks for your company, and go and have a lie down. It sounds like you need it as well. In this one. And yeah, what do you say? Harvey back in the pit lane again. He keeps on throwing down that pit lane, doesn't he?
2, 1, 20 minutes on the caution.
We've sent 20 minutes under caution in a 53-minute race.
30 minutes on the green flag.
The 45 of Jack Harvey has been sent to the back of the field for avoidable contact. Oh, let's go down and listen.
You know, I'm not really too sure. I got to go back through it, but wasn't the same as Detroit. You know, Detroit, Reds caught me out, and car went sideways on me. But here, I already did a lap, and I figured the pressures were up. Grip felt like it was there. It just hit turn 8. It bottomed out right in the middle of the corner and set the car sailing. And the nature of the track is kind of increasing radius through that section. So, unfortunately, for the 14 AJ Foyt crew, we didn't get the finish that we thought we deserved. We were doing solid this weekend, so we were right there in the top 10, fighting for 7th, 8th, 9th, really. Definitely disappointing, but it's we'll come back stronger.
Thanks, Kyle.
So we're coming back to the green flag then as well here at Mid-Ohio as well. And this is the pace car coming in. Here we go. Scott McLaughlin will lead Alex Palou. 4th time today. Green flag. Away we go. Good start this time for McLaughlin. Palou coming in there as well. Herter. This time Herter's closer than before though, Josh. So a good restart, but he's been dropped again. Palou and McLaughlin have gone ahead.
Another big kick of dust as that is Newgarden trying to go round the inside. And 3 wide there. Contact.
Power getting contact as well with Grosjean, who's on the outside line. We've already seen another miracle crash today. We don't want to see one from the Phoenix as he comes through as well. Here comes McLaughlin under pressure. Palou going on the outside. Palou's on the red tyres. He's going to be much faster as well. As O'Ward is under pressure from Dixon, and Newgarden this time trying to take Dixon, which he couldn't do the last time without caution. Can't do it. Dixon shuts the door.
Left side.
And Dixon slows down, and VK takes the pair of them right round the outside. What a move from Venus VK, Josh.
Indeed, what a move. And current tyres.
+2. VK.
Herter's second. What's happened?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Ooh.
What's happened? Palou's still second. The timing screens are wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say. And the majority of the field on the... That's a bit of a 50-50.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there. It all seems a bit messed up at the moment. It's all on
And here
either
comes
black or
Will
red.
Power on the inside of
Pagano.
To VK.
Did a great move there and got the move sorted. Fantastic manoeuvre there. Has more action further on as well. The inside, Roman Grosjean making a move now on Mikulkas, getting through as well. I tell you what, it's all go today, isn't it? This is fantastic news.
It really is. As there's a lot of orange cars in fourth downwards.
Award 5th, VK Award 4th, VK 5th, Dixon 6th, all orange as well with running orders as well as that's Grosjean again making some moves as well. Pagano's passed as well. Power, Kashinova's passing Ilon as well. This is all getting a bit tasty out here as well as we've got half the race still to go. We have passed half distance, 40 laps complete. 40 laps to go, 39 now, as there's a little bit more drama out there, Josh, on the timing screens as they froze for a second, but we're back live now with pictures.
Yeah, McLaughlin got a half a second lead there as we come across the line. That's the line, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the start line and the finish line.
1 second to VK. We're just past halfway in the race.
Let's take a look at VK then. He was on the inside, and this is a brilliant manoeuvre. So Dixon locks up, goes wide, and he's going to take right around the outside the pair of them. But yeah, Newgarden was completely out of it. Fantastic manoeuvre. So as they come through. On USRN right now, Road America is starting their NASCAR race as well. There's some dust up in the background. Pato O'Ward's losing more power as well.
Yeah, understood, mate. There's nothing else we can do at this stage.
And straight after IndyCar on USRN 2, you can join Radio Wimbledon on USRN 2 as well for the ending of their games tonight as well. All sorts of mayhem and drama as well going forward. What a great race.
I thought May was busy with mayhem. What about July?
July is insane, isn't it, as well?
Joyous July? Jubilee July? July Jubilee?
What can we call July? Jeopardy July. That's a good one. Especially if your name is Joe Granier.
Grade 4 maybe and an option.
Yeah.
Joe Granier, I'm glad to tell you, is perfectly okay after his scary crash at the British Grand Prix a couple of hours ago on the opening lap of the race. That instantly threw the red flag as well. Second red flag of the year in Formula 1, by the way. Just to let you know, we had, third red flag of the year. 2 in Monaco, 1 in Silverstone. So the second race of the year as a move now.
That's Rossi.
Coming left side.
Well,
Power.
Side, he's all alone, plus 5 to Dixon.
Power dives through, as you say, Josh, on Rossi with a great move. He came from so far back, he just sort of shot it through, and Rossi's trying to come back at Power. Didn't work out that time. Power shuts the door.
It's not better. They're both losing power every lap.
That's Pato O'Ward. He's still saying he's losing power and he's dropping back.
Let's just run whatever one's better for you, and we're just going to run it till it doesn't.
Oh, they're going to run until it breaks. We've just got told. Radio pits.
It's Ron Rzuski. They obviously knew they were fast, but the biggest thing they wanted to do early was just find some clean air, so they pitted early on lap 10 just to allow him to maximize some lap time, gain some time on the rest of the field through that. Now the cautions have fallen their way, but now as he continues to charge, Ron has reminded him just save some tires for the end because we're kind of on the same strategy now, or closer to the same strategy as everybody else, so I need some tires left at the end of this stint, but they're on the reds. I feel like they're just as good and last just as long as the blacks with their setup, so I don't think they're going to slow down anytime soon.
And Scott Dixon goes right round the outside of Pato O'Ward, and here comes Joseph Newgarden, and he's taking the pair of them.
He's going to come left side, plus 2 to Newgarden, plus 1. Coming inside, plus 3 behind. Plus a half to Ericsson.
That was Pato O'Ward then. We've got some more radio.
Very small hit. Help you get off the corner, but it may start to sputter if you hold it for any longer than like an efficient. So just keep that in mind, experiment with it. We'll try to manage the situation as best we can.
And I Buckner with Chevrolet, and the problem is they can't get, he thinks, the full fuel to the engine. So they're just trying to find the map that works the best. Taylor Kyle told him use a little burst of push to pass to try to help, but really, let's just run it until it doesn't run anymore. They're trying to salvage whatever they can out of the day.
And just like that, we're into the second half of this Honda Indy 200.
Just getting kicked up there.
Power continues to surge forward. Ericsson is there now working on O'Ward. Boy, this race has been action-packed.
+1 to Ericsson.
Really has. McLaughlin, Palu, Herta, VK, and Dixon, as well as more dots getting kicked up. Pato O'Ward's losing so much time as round the outside now. He gets passed again by Romain Grosjean.
+1 with a run here. Bumper going left side, +3 to power.
Whoa!
+2.
Pagenaud versus Grosjean, and Grosjean nearly off the track there as Pagenaud was forcing him wide. They nearly made contact, the two of them. They are pushing it beyond belief right now. They are doing things that you would not expect them to do.
+2 to power.
+2 to power, +2 to power, keeping the power, keeping the treacherous positions out there. They've just got to hold on for a little while longer here. 35 laps to go, as there's a long way slipping up the inside there as well. So that is a bit of a dangerous situation coming through there. As let's go through it now to Tom Gamer quickly.
The back of O'Ward, Will Power, who's definitely going to pick off Pato O'Ward as they head through the keyhole and up to turn 4. It's not a question of if, it's not a question of when, sorry.
Clear.
Here he comes. So easy stuff for Will Power.
And Power goes through as well as the moves continue going on. And
Power +1 to your bumper.
And Grosjean again going on the inside of Simon Pagenaud, and this time he makes it through.
Rossi coming right side, nothing behind him.
Looks okay to me as they come through. Now this is a battle as Grosjean's finally got ahead of Pagenaud according to my driver tracker. We'll double check to see if he has. Dixon moves up the order. Oh, as Pagenaud repassed Grosjean. So we're just keeping double check here. 47 of 80. So we've got 34 laps to go. We're over an hour past this race here at the moment. If you're just joining us as well on the radio as well or on YouTube, hello, welcome. Hopefully you're all good. As we're going out a bit later on, I believe, on USON as a delayed coverage in an edit. So it's McLaughlin leading from Palu, Herta, VK, Dixon side by side as up the inside goes the 51 of Sato, making moves further down the field as well. Does Takuma. Where is Takuma? I can't see him on the timing screen. There he is, 17th. He's got past Lungard and Rahal.
You got Grosjean by himself here, +1. Bumper, left side. You're clear there, +5.
Sounds like he's saying west side as well. I think it's a rap group. Literally, I've got my mind there, Josh.
We don't see this issue getting any better, so obviously just manage your race the best you can. We'll try to collect as many points as we can. Just stay safe out there. Keep your head about you.
Oh, it's a long weekend, isn't it? Thankfully, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong.
The engine doesn't even get to 6th gear.
Next weekend, it's just Austria, isn't it, for F1? I can't think of anything else.
I will have a look on my specially composed Google Calendar.
Yeah, because my diary's upstairs, so if you've got access, let me know. I think next weekend is just Austria. There might be something else added on. It might be a touring car. No, touring car's on holiday. So it might actually just be Austria, which means it's a quiet weekend for us all. Literally.
Everything's starting to rattle.
Pit lane.
For the final stint, some drivers won't have a choice, like Alex Palou, who started on reds, went to reds for the second stint. He'll finish on blacks, but for this poor guy, Pato O'Ward, he is just getting destroyed.
O'Ward's out of it again, down in the top 10.
Small run here.
Sort of flickering. And
coming left side.
Just doesn't have the power. There's no straight line speed at the end of the stretch there.
And apparently, based on the radio transmissions, it gets worse when on push to pass. So Pato O'Ward unable to use overtake to try and defend. He's essentially just a sitting duck on any of these long straightaways. Such a tough break for everyone on the 5 car.
So it gets worse on push to pass, Josh. That's insane. We thought it might do, but that is insanity that it gets insane on push to pass. And,
it really is. And just having a look.
2 seconds. Palou and McLaughlin within a second of each other now, so the battle is on. But O'Ward can't use push to pass, and he's dropping outside. He's now 12th overall. So let us know if next weekend is just F1 Austria.
It is Extreme E, which we don't cover.
Right.
F1, F2, F3, and NASCAR.
I'm not doing the NASCAR, so it's just F1, F2, and F3. Well, hey!
Ooh,
Hey, that weekend, that means I'm off by 2 p.m. on Sunday. I might be able to go out and not do what I did last weekend, which is pop out between the hours of 3:30 and 5:30.
All right, Lucas here.
Ericsson
Bumper,
passes through. And that's
Left
Ilott.
side, plus 3 to Ilott. 2, coming right side. Right side.
Yeah,
Clear down.
Ilott passes O'Ward. So O'Ward's dropped to 14th place, Josh. He's outside. I would just retire and try and save the engine. You're going to need it through the rest of the season anyway without having a penalty. But another problem. Second. Oh, off! Sato in the gravel. Gets it going again, though. Just a local yellow. Go on.
Same place that the number 14 of
Kyle Kirkwood
went off, I believe, and that's dropped Sato all the way down to 24th and technically last because Dalton Kellett is running 2 laps back.
Yeah, technically last position as well. So let's see how he did it. Did he jump over the chicane?
Last in the lead lap.
Oh, he's just going to run wide at the entry, isn't he? Straight. Oh, didn't turn lock up. He did it well to keep out of the tyre wall, the 2-time Indy 500 champion, didn't he? That was brilliant.
Coming right side. Clear.
Listening to Pato O'Ward's radio is like listening to it's literally listening to.
Elio here.
Listening.
Coming right side by himself. Got Lundgaard plus 5.
Finished, yeah. Pato O'Ward's radio, it's literally like listening to hospital radio. It is so depressing sometimes as well. But I must admit, for hospital radio, the only time in the world I get to hear the proper classics, and they really do play some unusual ones. But if you're in there as well, you're depressed for a different reason because you're in hospital. But it does get to a little bit of a drag. Right, pit lane, through the field.
Another 10 or 11 laps. But do that because then you're in peril if there goes caution if you stay out of cycling back. So my guess is you're looking at the get home lap. Probably in about 3 or 4 laps you'll see most of the leaders coming in. For Alex Palou, they basically just said you're going to go 1 lap later than Scott McLaughlin. Palou is going to stay out an extra lap. It's the other way around, actually. Yeah, McLaughlin's going to stay out 1 lap later than Palou. So that's all based on what they're going to do in the final stop. We're going to know real soon.
Clear.
Well, yeah, I mean, McLaughlin essentially used the overcut to his advantage the first time around, but it wasn't a straight-up fight. If you actually think about it, Alex Palou used the undercut to great advantage. He stopped 4 laps sooner than most of the top 5.
Right side. Ray Hall plus 1. He's coming with him.
Scott McLaughlin and had made up.
Ray Hall right. Got Daly plus 1.
McLaughlin,
Daly looking right.
Palou,
Bumper.
Colton Herta, Renus
Daly
Viken
coming right
has made
side.
tremendous progress.
Right side.
And then the 6-time winner here, Scott Dixon.
Plus 2 to Devlin.
Well, just looking at
Tom Gable.
Twitter before we get to the pit stop sequence on board with Alex Palou. Good question from Gina saying, about where they start on the straights and why is it not on the conventional start and finish line where the run to turn 1 is the left-hander. Well, they start on the back straight between 2 and 4 because a much better chance to get a fair run at getting the field all together. It's just not conducive to getting all the rows lined up side by side on that short run out at 12:13.
Another one coming right side.
Straight, or the pit straight, so to speak.
Clear down.
And there's more. Well, there's an issue there for Tatiana Calderon in the rocket machine. So that was Tatiana Calderon.
Tatiana's in trouble, Josh. This will cause a full course caution. She's slowing, and that is terrible news for the number 11.
Yeah, but on the other half.
She can't shift up. Gearbox is gone. We've opened up a team radio.
Make sure you don't over-rev it.
And into the pit lane comes Joseph Newgarden under a green flag.
The other half.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the end. It's gone. This will cause a caution.
Do you have no power?
Yeah, the car stopped.
Caution. We'll have to come out.
See if you can find a brake there and pull off. See if there's a brake.
And this will cause a caution as Newgarden will do a pit stop as well. McCulkus, Ilott, Cashin Neves, Lundgaard, Ray Hall in.
You won't change any gears.
So the entire field coming in. McLaughlin and Palou in 2. If there's a caution coming out, they need to know.
Thank you for everything, and hopefully won't be the last one.
You're hearing Tatiana now, but there she is, and everyone else is stopping. De Silvestro award, McLaughlin and Palou too. If they go yellow, caution what, Josh?
Caution's being prepared. I'm just having a look at the marshals, and that's O'Ward.
O'Ward stopping coming out of the pit lane. That's unbelievable. O'Ward's out of the race. It's finally packed up after stopping and starting again, and the caution is out for 2 cars. O'Ward in the pit lane and that of Tatiana Calderon stopping on the track. Let's hear from O'Ward again on the radio. Has he given up? Does it need to be refired? Pit lane.
In Ohio, because it looked like a caution is going to come out, and it is. Tatiana Calderon was slow on track. Tracy Newgarden was one of many first to come in. We also saw Alex Palou just barely get in. I think everybody got in time. Pato O'Ward, the problems continue. He stopped at the end of pit lane. They had been losing power mostly, and now I'm hearing, Lee, that Colton Herta did not get in.
That's correct. Colton Herta is the only one of that top group that did not come. That's his dad, Brian. There he is there on track all alone in the Gainbridge Honda.
Wow.
And this yellow is due to the stopped rocket Chevy of
So Herta's lost out big time then, Josh. He has basically done a major error by not pitting when he's already got a free stop, effectively. They're going to pit, and they can't pit under caution because of it.
Yeah, Pato O'Ward being recovered back to the pit box, as you said, car 11, of course, at turn 4 due to a mechanical, and we are under the 4th caution of the day, and 13 laps under caution, 40 laps
All right,
under
guys, what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to fire up one more time. We're going to try to launch and see if we can get running. If not, we'll start to do some troubleshooting.
So, just getting through. We're still no word on Alexander Albon in his condition just yet as well, but that is
feather the clutch. See if we can get this thing out of here.
That is going to be standard procedure because X-rays and scans of his legs as well, because it was a front impact. It's going to take ages.
We're done.
I'm just waiting for the whole UK just to hear George.
Yeah, well, Mr. Consistency ends at the British Grand Prix. The first time he's been outside the top 5 all year as well, and that was because he was out of position in qualifying, and Pato O'Ward is out. Both McLarens retire from this race. Absolutely insane. That's it. Oh, is he going again? No, that's a replay. They don't make it very clear there, do they? Let's go down to Tom Gaymore. He's in the pit lane. He's at Sky.
Do you want me to come back?
Is a big mistake from Andretti Autosport, Brian Herta and Colton Herta. No point in shouting clever words if you don't know what they mean. It's a bit like hiding something in a safe place, then forgetting where that safe place is. So a disaster for Colton Herta. Now, what is going to become of his race? It doesn't look good. Looking at Twitter again, Luca has said, I've been seeing loads of drivers linked to McLaren Arrow SP. How many cars will they be running next season, and how many drivers have they signed? Well, they've committed to 3 cars. We heard from Zach Brown when I spoke to him, and that YouTube interview is on Sky Sports F1. Before the Indy 500, he mentioned 3 cars. They've confirmed Pato and Alex, and Felix has been signed to Arrow McLaren, or McLaren I should say, but we don't know if he'll be in an Indy car or Formula E car. They have, and I'm not going to speculate on air, been trying to court 1 or 2 big names in the championship, and it's whether or not, I think, they can net one of those as to whether or not Felix Rosenquist
pits are open.
Here we go then.
But he'll be bitterly disappointed he wasn't able to show his potential today, because he'd qualified well, he'd been quick in practice. I mean, Felix has been going really, really well at the moment. I'd love to see him stay in the series. Let's look for any more questions. Stefan, we've answered that question about where the start line is. Phil Kinch has asked about the limit between the number of cars Chevrolet and Honda can supply. Well, there's a bit of a headache around the new engine regs coming out in 2024. Jack Benyon wrote a really good article actually on this for the race about manufacturers not wanting to make new engines. It's not financially viable for 2023, and so they're kind of compromised with how many engines they can actually supply, how many engines they've got in stock. But let's head back now to the NBC team, and we'll see what happens to Colton Herta at this restart.
Honda Indy 200 under
no, he
caution,
stayed out.
And the pole sitter today looked to move up in the championship Pato Award. We heard the trouble all day long with power. Do you know ultimately what the issue was with the car that made you retire?
Apparently it was something fuel delivery wise. I mean, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and then it just failed. Yeah, it's a bummer, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because we've thrown away, I think, an easy podium for us there. We had a lot of pace. We've had a lot of pace during the weekend. The car was really well put together for qualifying, and I've tried to do my job the best I can. And I don't want to pull on any horns and say what was the issue, right? But I think we all saw what went on there.
Well, how helpless is that feeling? It's not like it just went away and the race is over. You're out there still trying to do something wounded.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to switch through the emergency modes and different maps. It started really falling off in the maps that actually give you power, and then on the other ones that help you save fuel, it was kind of wanting to stay in there. And then it started failing on those two, and there was, I couldn't even get to 6th gear, and you're pretty much helpless through there, man. Yeah.
Thanks, Pato.
A 23-year-old Mexican gives it his all every time, and that
We're coming to green.
Absolutely they are. They would do. Here we go then again. Colton Herta will lead them through with McLaughlin second. McLaughlin has the net lead of this race then. Herta definitely does it. Green flag, away we go once again. Herta's got a good launch there as well. Immediately pulls a 1.2 second lead over McLaughlin. But how long can this last in this race? I doubt for very long though, Josh, because it looks already to be a bit dangerous as McLaughlin. Oh, and that's the 77 of Callum Ilott. He's lost power. He might get into the pit there without causing a caution, but Will Power is now going through on the inside of VK. VK's been forced wide. Dixon goes through. So Power's jumped back up into 4th position, and VK holds off from Dixon as Ilott comes into the pits. And Kellett too, pit lane.
Looks to fight back on Will Power.
Sorry, down to you, Josh.
Yeah, a couple of big bits of dust kicked up there, and Dalton Kellett exits the pit and
Ilott's in
entered
it, yeah.
the pit and out of the race, probably for Ilott. Good that he got it into the pit lane. So no caution, we are staying green.
That's great news for the Honda 200 here. 200 miles around this track. We've got 23 laps to go. We've been racing for an hour and 19 minutes. It's a lot quicker than the F1 race, but I'm about ready for some tea in bed as well. And that means I'm going to have a Sunday dinner, which is chicken, which is going to be delicious, and I'm going to go to bed. But we've got the Grand Prix review as well straight after this. Say again, Josh?
Pork chops for me tonight.
Oh, even better. That sounds delicious. Chops with gravy?
Of course.
Oh, chops with gravy, yum. Out of the race goes... Yeah, Ilott's out of the race. He's got out of the car. Out. Oh, that's a disappointment. Oh, contact! Two cars over the gravel. It's the 27 is Alexander Rossi, and he's forced off the track into the wall as well. I think it was it Ericsson cautions out, and something inside. Newgarden and McLaughlin as well battling with Palou. Cautions out as Romain Grosjean's out of the race, making battle contact with Alexander Rossi. Grosjean's out of the race. Caution out for a 6th time today.
That's unfortunate. Here's a replay, Josh.
It's Rossi's fault. He was too far long. Rossi squeezed Grosjean. Grosjean had nowhere to go, and they just ended up making contact, and then Rossi locked up as well. Is that earlier on? Yeah, that's earlier on in the lap. This is what we need to see. Look, Rossi on the outside, forcing him off the track, and then it's just bang, bang, bang. That's not the right image we need to see. Here it is. Rossi on the inside, runs Grosjean off the track, and it doesn't turn as well. So the steering's been knocked out of his hand and pushed to the centre because there's no power steering, and Grosjean straight into the wall.
Yeah, Rossi will get a penalty for that. Here's a replay at a different angle, just pushing Rosen off into the barrier.
Copy on a washout.
We've put Rossi's radio on in case he says anything. I think Grosjean might be able to continue if he receives outside assistance as well. It's like he get pushed out, so we'll double check on that front. But
pits are open.
Pits are open. That's good news for Colton Herta. Everyone might come in now. I think they will. Eilert and O'Ward pits.
Continues and on board with Rossi now. Opens visor, gives his eyes a little wipe, and looks like Rosen's going to be pulled back out and will be allowed to continue the race.
That's great news then for the Phoenix, which is his new nickname. He used to be called the...
Alex, we're at the back here. Pits are open. We're thinking of coming for sticker reds and another turn. Excuse me, sticker blacks.
Yeah,
yeah. Sticker blacks, why not? Yeah. 10-4, copy on sticker blacks. We'll come in this time for another turn.
So,
is under steward's review incident between cars 27 and 28, and Herta is into the pits.
Well, that had to happen. Losing little time now with 21 laps to go this race. So, Herta pits behind the safety car and will lose every position. As Rossi, Eilert and O'Ward still in there, but Eilert and O'Ward are out of the race, so into
Rossi
the pits.
in the pits as well.
It's Herta and Rossi, the two we need to focus on. Because they're now going to take over.
Box this lap.
Rossi boxing. Pit road.
Brad just asked if he'd rather have a set of sticker blacks that they've got or used reds. They went with used reds to try to make him able to make some moves on the restart. So used reds it is for Herta, Kevin.
Pump your clutch, getting up here. You'll come around the curve of 28.
Made it back to pit lane.
26 leaving in front of you here. Clear behind him.
At one point thought might be able to
Coming
go back
over
out. He
in
wasn't sure what it was, but unfortunately doesn't look very optimistic.
No, it was on fire, so it was pretty broken.
It was going well. You'd been good, strong all weekend, still running around the top 10. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we struggled a bit on the reds on the first in, but when we put the blacks on, we were really quick. Yeah, jumped Malukas in the pit stop, and yeah, it was looking good, but unfortunately, you know, the world doesn't work out as you wanted to.
Thanks, Callum.
Day done.
So what was that, Josh, you were going to say? We cut you off kind of as well with that pit road stuff.
It's fine. And it was Herta onto the sticker reds, and I believe Rossi went onto the black tyres. 20 laps to go. We are currently on lap 61 of 80. McLaughlin leads, and in second, Pelot, Power third, VK fourth, and Herta in fifth.
Which is safety car out again here. As I'm just getting told there's some more radios coming through, so I'm waiting to hear it. But sadly we're not, as we'll stay on this battle camera for a little while longer while we're under the caution.
Just got confirmation that Eilert is not continuing.
Oh, Eilert's other race. Hello, Synthor. I've just looked up at the YouTube chat. He says, bro, that F1 race looked like an F3 race at the end. I loved it. And so happy Joe is okay. Next week, Austria with love eyes emoji. That's going to be a great, as you basically can't pull always. There are like 5 corners, and then you're back on 3 DRS zones back to back to back. And then with these new cars especially, I think we're going to see a great race. We didn't even need rain for the British Grand Prix. We did. Pit road.
Alex. Tire, but there's also no use of the push to pass, so Alex Pelot and Scott McLaughlin cannot use it in defense.
Let's take you back to the opening racing lap. Will Power, watch here where the arrow is. Watch him duck up the inside of Christian Lundgaard and then go for it on Sato, but there's no room. And so he puts himself up on the curb, spins, not totally, big sideways slide, regroups, keeps the motor going. That's how his day started.
That was early on in the race for Power.
Going. Super optimistic move, but ever since then he's regrouped, kept his head down, driven beautifully with great aggression, Dylan, and now he's fighting for the win. Glenn, what?
I believe. Ooh.
Oh, go on, Josh.
I believe we're going green this time.
So is the safety car coming in? Yep, McLaughlin's starting to back them up, which means we are going to go green, green, green once again as they come in. And we'll take it back up to the main cameras then with myself and Josh, which means we can't sit down, which is a shame. Although you can sit down, Josh, because your camera's angled that way. Mine isn't. Anyway, I like to stand up every now and then. Although I've been on my feet all day. take the rest when I can. Here we go again then.
Setup wouldn't work standing up.
I thought not, yeah. Here we go again then. 19 laps to go. It'll be 18 when we go green for like the 7th time today. Green flag. Away we go. Good start from McLaughlin. Pallot's there as well. Power just behind. And Will Power, who was last at the end of the opening lap, is now up in 3rd position. How does that happen? We don't know. Big kick of dust as well from Alex Palou. Power does the switchback, trying to take 2nd position. Didn't work out there either. Good restart there. Everyone's keeping calm.
Yeah, Newgarden going round the outside of Ericsson, doesn't stick it, but Pazano and Castroneves. Pazano going round the outside of Castroneves down at turn 2 and sticks the move. And it looks like Castroneves is going to try and get the position back. Here we go.
That's going to be contact. The two teammates for the Marshak Racing nearly coming together. The hairpins as well. And if they make contact there, no one's going to like it because that's where the fan zone is. And they're all going to give them cheers and boos. Electrocuted again, by the way. 2nd time. I wonder if these ear cups are damaged and is letting some electricity through. Sorry for that inch of pain, but my ear cups just electrocuted me as well. That's probably because they're filled with sweat. I think they need replacing.
Command blue flag for car 4 of Dalton Kallikjos. And as we cross the line, 18 laps to go.
Available. Of course, the push and pass gives you about 50 extra horsepower. Use that
pit lane
in attack mode, but you can use it in a defense strategy as well. And with 129 seconds for Scott, 106. Oh, here we go.
At the inside, Jack Harvey going for a move, and that's close. We got also wide there as well from Castroneves and Pagano.
Yeah.
Go on, Josh. Oh, spinner! Colton Herta!
Colton Herta!
And that's down at the hairpin. Colton Herta's gone straight on. Meantime, in the front, it's 4 abreast as well. Who's going to take the opportunity? Oh, that'll be contact for sure if they're not careful. Oh, that's Pagano getting a bit cheeky there. Around the outside as well. That's going to be the 30 as well of Christian Lundgaard. They rub wheels as well. Rubbing is racing. That was a bit much contact, and there's damage off the front wing of Lundgaard.
Yeah, that was a big hit there. A big kick of dust for either Rahal or Daly, and Harvey was a lap down and is up to 10th.
Grosjean has said that he's going to punch Rossi after the race. That's an interesting call. Lewis Hamilton has just said, Hamilton says protesters are right to fight for planet, but science warns they put their lives at risk. And I think he did. Oh, my word.
Going at it.
Rossi and Grosjean going at it.
Well, no love lost there. You're supposed to be in line on a restart.
So Rossi hit the side of Grosjean at the restart again. So they just keep contacting each other. What?
Yeah, would love to be a fly on Grosjean's shoulder when they meet after the race. Here's Grosjean and Colton Herta, and it was contact from Grosjean on the back that sent Colton Herta off.
And Colton Herta is going to punch Romain Grosjean in the face after this race. So there's going to be a boxing match in the paddock. I think I'll go see that actually.
Please, can I get an red arrow? Go over there.
Yeah, speed over. Concord,
maybe.
Get Concord out of Duxford as well. That'll do it as well. And by the way, if you do live in the UK or are visiting UK and you're just near the London area, I would honestly take the trip and go to RAF Duxford as well, the Imperial War Museum. It is a fantastic building as well. Many a happier day out the family has taken there as well. And it may be a museum, but honestly, it is like stepping into history. It is so fantastic. The gift shop is amazing, and the entire 7 hangars is fantastic. So go to that Imperial War Museum as we've got a fight for the lead as Palou versus McLaughlin is fighting up front as well, Josh.
Yeah, and if you get a chance, go to an RNL lifeboat station or get the right date, go to RAF Collinsby. It's great when the typhoons fly.
I've been there. I have done that. We drove back, I think, actually from Duxford, comically enough. We took that route as well, and we saw it as well. Pit lane.
That number 3 Penske in his sights and pull off.
Pallot's got about 20 seconds less of push to pass.
That's not pit lane. That's not pit lane. I thought it was pit lane. So sorry about that, but green flag track clear out here at the moment as the field continues to separate. Look at this battle for first. So with 14 laps to go, Palou versus McLaughlin is the battle pack we are watching, and it is changing dramatically here. And I can't wait. I honestly can't. This is going to be fantastic. It's action wherever you look.
Yeah, incident between Herta and Grosjean under steward's review. So, 2 incidents involving Romain Grosjean, Herta and Grosjean, and Rossi and Grosjean. Conveniently, cars 26 and 27 and 28 are all under steward's review.
Just get them in a bowling ball. Just makes more sense. Right, top 5 to go then, with 14 to go. McLaughlin, Palou, Power, and VK with Dixon in there as well. So, 14 laps. We've done 1:08 per lap. That's roughly, by quick mental math, 18 minutes, maybe 16 minutes left due to quick mental math, if Megan's going to be angry with me. 10 minutes, 13 laps to go. 12, yeah, 15 and a half minutes to go the race. So that's not long at all, which means we'll be plenty of time
with
to
no caution.
With no caution, that is, yes. And that'll be easy then, because 8:30 p.m. British Summer Time is the Grand Prix review.
Awesome.
And I'll go through everything quickly. I don't know. Are you around, or are you busy? Doesn't matter.
I'm around.
If you want to be on, I'll put you on, as we can do the notebook quickly as well and get through it all. It'd be helpful as well if we can run through it quick. Go and have some food, though, because I don't think you've eaten, because neither have I.
Oh, I've eaten, don't worry.
Oh, that's good news then. That's good news. When you've eaten, I don't know.
When we were in the red flag for... Actually, I think it was at the checkered flag of...
F1.
F1, I went to go and get a Cocoa Pop bar.
Oh, very good. Because yeah, as soon as the checkered flag flew as well, took the opportunity to... send people away to key positions to do the changeover. Megan stayed until right at the end as she ran upstairs and changed over. So the entire team has done a fantastic job here as well to get everything sorted.
And I was racing for the driver tracker, and with a driver tracker with a phone that started at 5% and is now on 19%, that's done pretty well.
It really has, as well as I come through. I keep looking to my left, which is the to my right, your left of the screen, which is the F1 the F1 timings. I need to look to my other side, which is where IndyCar is, in quite small letters. So I'm going to put my glass on. McLaughlin leads by 0.5 of a second to Palou, and they're closing in as well. For the final time, let's have a quick word with Tom Gaymore.
Massey have won 8 times out of the last 16 races. But neither Scott McLaughlin or Alex Palou have a win around here. Will Power does. So these two, one of them will be a first-time winner around Mid-Ohio. And for Scott McLaughlin, it'll be his 2nd win of the year. For Alex Palou, the reigning champion, well, he's yet to stand on the top step of the rostrum. And with 12 laps to go, let's head back to the NBC team, who are going to take us to the checker.
Thanks, Tom. Just always like to hear from you as well whenever we get the chance. And that'll be the last time today we'll hear from you as well as you go off and finish off the broadcast. McLaughlin leads, Palou second by 0.8 of a gap as well. So we're going to get a grandstand finish to this Mid-Ohio weekend race on the Independence Day weekend as well. The 4th of July is tomorrow. I hope everyone in America has an absolutely fantastic Independence Day as well. I know you've all got the holiday off as well, as it's also summer holidays, so kids are off, everyone's off as well. It's going to be a fantastic July 4th weekend as they come through. Kevin Lee.
So strong this year, but Scott told me, hey, after what I went through last year, the adversity this year was nothing. Remember, before last year, he's used to winning virtually every race, certainly about half the time. So McLaughlin said, we have done a little reset here recently, got back on track at Road America, and this felt really good coming into this weekend, and now he's got a chance to win again. Alex Palou right behind him. He missed advancing to the Firestone Fast 6 yesterday by 1,000th of a second, but no worries. After qualifying, when I talked with him, he said, that's fine. We started 7th last year, finished on the podium. He's got a chance to do one better. The defending champion, still in pretty good shape in this year's championship, Dylan.
And Kevin, what makes this charge from Will Power even more impressive is the fact that last year they wrecked on one of the opening laps, lap 4, so they didn't have any race notes from last year. Still unloaded this 12 car, and it's been a rocket ever since it hit the racetrack. But it's been a slow and methodical and smart race for these guys. They've capitalized on every opportunity they've had to gain track position and get some clean air. The yellows have fallen their way as a nice bonus as well. And now they're in position for potentially a Drive of the Year candidate for Will Power here. And he's still running third right now, but came from 27th. Behind him is Renus VK. The stash continues to run strong here. He's another one that kind of needed a reset during this summer break. He's got it. They've been another team that has just slowly worked on this race car over the course of this weekend, have been really good on the black tires, struggled a little bit on the reds earlier this weekend. They've got it in the window now, Kevin.
It's still going to be likely another race without a win for Scott Dixon, who hasn't won since early May last year. It'll be 22 straight races. Only the 03-04, early 05 stretch was longer. Scott's still in a pretty good place because they've been having solid results, and he said it helps a little bit because we're still very much in the championship, running a solid 5th here today, Lee.
Drive-through penalty.
Oh, for who? For who, Josh?
For avoidable contact.
Oh, well, that's Rossi Day done, then even worse. He's down at the moment anyway. Where is Rossi on the timing screens? I can't even see him. Is he dropped off completely? Where is he? 15th, there we go. And he's doing the drive-through now.
Yep, as
UN 28 for avoidable contact. They're driving you through.
What does Alexander's response to that?
Hey.
Just hey. That's it. Just okay.
That was not avoidable. Yeah, copy that. Just driving through. Grosjean's right behind you doing the same.
As well, just an update for you as well. There's been a lot of controversy I've just seen on Twitter about the F1 restart with 9 to go, about how they restarted it with original grid positions. That's because the red flag came out within the first 20 seconds, and because of that, no, it's a 35-second lap. Nobody had got to the first sector point at Brooklands. So unlike in Bahrain, where the first sector's up at turn 4, and Hamilton had reached it before the red flag, because this was right at turn 1, the race was a complete restart from original grid positions. That is something we found in Formula E a couple of years ago, so hopefully that might clear up if you've watched us both in F1 and here. As we cut through, Josh, what's happened to your light?
Oh, contact there for Di Francesco and Rossi. Again, Rossi getting really...
He's just come out of the pits as well.
Being a wrecking ball, a bowling ball, being the Roy Nissany of IndyCar.
This is unbelievable from Alexander Rossi. He's a 500 champion as well. Multiple race winner.
I heard you laugh at that, Josh.
I did laugh. Coming through as well. This is getting ridiculous now. I think Rossi just needs to calm down and have just a quiet end to this one. There's 8 to go. Plenty of time to go. Has your light blown? What's happened?
No.
Oh, you've got dark on my end.
8 to go at the line here. 8 left. Want you to protect your 2 teammates up front. Because Rossi put
Oh, it's the sun.
Rossi is not a lap down, remember. You are.
Rossi's not a lap down, remember. And, yeah, it's the sun, Josh. I said, there we go. We've got it now. I was wondering what happened there, because I know is it still sunny outside the commentary box? I haven't looked at that direction all day.
Basically, because my door is wide open and the sun sets.
Yeah.
The back door is.
Do you want to know, if I look at my commentary box at this angle, it looks like I'm actually in Spa because I'm just surrounded by trees from the graveyard in the back. So that's quite an interesting little sight. It doesn't just pretend we're in Spa. As well.
At the top of Rouge.
Ah, yes, I'm at the top of the Rouge into Radion. That's what it feels like.
He has 52.
That's
maintaining exactly 1 second gap.
That's the race leader, Scott McLaughlin, who's been told to have 70 push to pass. Alex Palou has 52 as well. So not a bad run out there today. As we see... Who are we on board with? VK? No. Who are we on board with? I can't tell from this angle.
We are on board with...
McLaughlin.
Yeah.
It's Scotty McLaughlin as well. Scotty doesn't know is his ringtone as well. Don't tell Scotty. Yeah. Great song.
Rossi's run out of push to park.
Has it? Oh.
Di Francesco 7 seconds. Johnson 2 seconds. Padano 15 seconds. Lundgaard 20 seconds. Daly 22 seconds. They're like the low ones.
Yeah, we're seeing it now on the screen. The push to pass sectors as well.
Oh, perfect timing.
I pressed it. No. I pressed it on the YouTube channel.
Oh, I thought you meant on the timing graphic.
No. I pressed it on the YouTube channel for everyone to see.
Okay, we got 67. He's at 42. He closed the gap a little bit, but not much. He had to use a lot of overtake to do it. You're doing good here.
67 to 42. Not a bad run. Pit lane, down to you.
Need for speed.
That's VK's Mansell Tash as well. And of course, not just the Mansell Tash, but the Goose Tash and the Rooster Tash from the Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick as well. I've still yet to see Top Gun Maverick. I watched Top Gun the other day. I've still yet to see Top Gun Maverick. I'm going to see it, hopefully, in the next week, which will be fantastic. But what a movie. I feel the need for speed. And Tom Cruise was, of course, at Silverstone this weekend. In fact, we heard from him on the YouTube channel during Martin's Grid Walk, because it was a different thing. We could play Martin's Grid Walk, and you heard from him live on radio as well.
Tons of different actors at Silverstone this weekend. Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, and I believe Damien Lewis was there.
Damien Lewis was there. He was on the grid when they got the start procedure as well.
And a certain...
Use the overtake all the way down the straightaways to the end.
Say that again, Josh.
By 5.
Gordon Ramsay loves this film.
Oh yeah, Gordon was there.
5 laps to go.
He was in Saudi Arabia as well, wasn't he? I swear. I swear he was in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Which is really weird for him to be in Saudi Arabia of all places. But I suppose whatever he was doing there, I think he was working, wasn't he? He was on a road trip or something like that. I can't remember. Either way, McLaughlin leads. Palu is second. Power third. VK fourth. Dixon fifth. The gap for the lead is still between McLaughlin and Palu. It's 0.598 of a second. Palu fighting the car as well. 52 seconds left for McLaughlin push to pass. Palou's on 23, so Palou's using all of his push to pass. It might be too late, you know. I've got the feeling coming up, Josh, that we've seen the race result and it's going the way of McLaughlin.
I think we have. I think the first is going to stay the same, but it's... I think the top 5 is going to stay... Well, top 4 is definitely going to stay the same. Maybe, and... It'll be interesting to see what Dixon and Ericsson can do with Newgarden and close behind in 7th.
That's battle's good.
From turn 2 to 4.
Full deployment between turn
5.
Full deployment between turn 2 and 4. He needs to defend that. 4 laps to go then. That's around about 5 minutes left then of this race. And it goes by quite quick, which is good to see. SHT says... I'm glad Joe is okay. That was a very scary accident at the start just now for F1. I presume it's SHT, because usually I think that's the same account he's changed over. If it's not, I do apologise. SHT, but SHT here, by the way. Thought it was you. Got it was you straight away before you even sent the message. I know that username. I remember all the usernames that pop up so we can say hello again.
So what was my old username then?
It was JoshPlayz, wasn't it, originally? There's Josh T now.
Yeah.
That's what it was. As it comes to... I know it all. Christian Horner has just confirmed, by the way, that the piece of debris that broke Max Verstappen's floor came from an AlphaTauri. So Red Bull have sort of shot themselves in the foot at this Grand Prix. It was needed, though.
Here's that much.
Sorry, go on, Josh.
Okay, 3 to go. Reset yourself here. You got this.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, not the best thing to do.
I wonder which one. It'd probably be Tsunoda, although because he had the most damage. But it was just trying to find out what happened on that start was unbelievable as well in terms of everything. And thank God we had Sky Go, because we could rewind and take a look at it on the start cameras. But then we got the full one once we knew it was okay. Elbright Fossil says, any update on Albon? He got worse of the crashes today. He's in hospital at the moment, just having some scans, but he's okay, conscious, which is good. Finally, Sainz gets his first ever F1 win, and Mick got his first ever F1 points. Mick so close to getting Max P7 as well. He was. 2 to go.
All I know about Albon is that he is currently screaming, George!
Yeah, it's all George.
That's an old joke now.
Well, it was George, wasn't it? It was sort of him who caused the accident as well, and that of Gasly.
The 2020 Formula 1 streaming days, the best.
Maybe we'll have that one day. Kevin Lee.
Let's talk about his family being here. Every win is special, but might even be more special today
By 10.
for Scott
Doing
McLaughlin.
a great job here, buddy.
Lane and Diane are here today, and like so many that are not from America, they spent a long time because of the pandemic without visiting family. They've been here since May, so they weren't at the St. Pete win. If he can finish it off, this is going to be extra special for Scott McLaughlin.
So the family is here as well. Scott McLaughlin, if you didn't hear that from Kevin Lee, all the way from Australia. They've been here since May as well. They're here for a few more months as well, I think, for the rest of the year. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go here at IndyCar for the last time at Mid-Ohio's 2022 season as well. We're not going to do a double here like we did in previous years. So this is going to be quite a good run. Can McLaughlin hold off from Palou?
Use up all the overtake here.
Use up all the overtake, McLaughlin's been told. He saved 20 seconds of it. Palou's got 9 seconds left. There's 7 tenths between them. Tell you what, it might not just be over. It's still incredibly close at the front.
Yeah, it's 0.8 seconds. Hanging around there. Here comes McLaughlin and Palou. Power, VK. Dixon's caught up to VK, but I don't think Dixon might try for 4th, but I don't think it will be able to be done. But Power is going to stay in 3rd. That is confirmed, kind of.
Fantastic race here at Mid-Ohio. It's been 1 hour, 46 minutes. It will end as about 1 hour, 47:30 on the board. But it's all eyes to Scott McLaughlin on Independence Day here in America. Tomorrow is July the 4th as well. But on July the 3rd, it's number 3 who takes his 3rd win of the season. Scott McLaughlin wins the Grand Prix at Mid-Ohio. Alexander Palou is 2nd, and Will Power is 3rd.
There you go. Your mom and dad got to see that one. Yeah! Let's go, boys! Woo!
They like that, don't they, the Penskes? Back on top. Power 3rd, VK 4th, Dixon in 5th.
That's my boy. Nice drive there, dude. Just like St. Pete Sam guy, you did the same thing. You crushed it. Proud of you, bud. Thank you, guys. So proud of you all. Thanks for the pit stop. Amazing. Thank you. Woo!
Go on, Josh.
So, since you haven't been to Victory Lane in Mid-Ohio, you come into pit lane. You go past us, and then you turn at the little entryway there, going back to the garage.
Go.
Incident between cars at 60
if you want
and
to, you can do some Bernies. This motor's coming out.
Go.
Is on the steward's view.
So that's 60 and 30. That's Pagano and Lungard.
Where should I do them, or should I wait? See you next time.
Do you reckon?
Great job, Scotty. Awesome job all weekend, man. You are a badass, brother. Badass.
Apologies for the language, but Scotty doesn't know.
I think they're pretty pumped.
Don't tell Scotty, but he's done it.
Super proud of you, bud. Nice job. Nice job all weekend.
Scotty, beat me up.
Woo! Thank you, Benny. What a car, man. Got to work on that drive traction a little bit more, I think, though. Hey, warm your legs up, because when you jump out of this thing, I don't want you to fall over. No, okay. I'm like tickling them around right now.
Season.
So, go on, Josh.
2nd win of the season for Scott McLaughlin. 1st win of the season was at the first race at
St. Pete.
St. Pete.
3rd career win, if I'm right. As they come through. Looking fantastic here at Silverstone. Past, there you go, look. Mid-Ohio. Been too much in Silverstone this weekend.
It's pit lane. Come in pit lane.
So, all done then. We'll hear from Scott McLaughlin, then we'll go off here. In around about 50 minutes' time, you can join me and Josh for the Grand Prix review.
Okay, you're going to come up here.
8:30. Shouldn't take too long. We'll wrap up what happened in Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, W Series as well. Won't take too long.
Clay there. Turn right behind Clay there into that little opening. Watch Rossi. Hold on, Rossi.
Yeah, it's not good.
Good job.
It's not going to take too long to do the post show.
Anyone wanting to get to Victory Lane, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, you've all heard it. Just tune in to Scott McLaughlin's radio and you'll hear exactly how to do it. What a race. We'll hear from Scotty Mac. Scott McLaughlin done it again. I want to listen to that Scotty Doesn't Know song now as well. It's absolutely fantastic as well. But Addy gets sent. Oh, and Sky have gone for an ad break. Okay, fair dues. Which is good. And they're singing Just One Cornetto. Which actually is coincidental because there's cornettos are dessert tonight for dinner for me as well. and some coconut tarts.
You wanted me to go to the local co-op, which is just down there.
End of the road?
Meaning, yeah.
Oh, go. It'll be shut now, won't it? It's 20 to 8.
It's open till 10 p.m. every day.
Oh, even Sundays?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. That's fantastic, yeah.
Meaning, I am going to go get a cornetto in the 50-minute break.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely get a cornetto, get an ice cream. It's been a long day. Thanks for all your work again, by the way, Josh, across F1 and that mammoth F1.
6 hours.
It has been a long one, isn't it? And
after we do the Grand Prix review?
Yes, of course, Grand Prix review. Switch over, shouldn't take too long. We should get you a set of in-ears as well, so you don't have to keep the headphones on all the time. But
people, if you don't want your Alexas going off, mute now. Alexa, mute TV.
Good job.
I love it. I love it.
Don't know why Sky are on an ad break. We're just waiting for the radio. We're waiting for the interview of Scott McLaughlin, and then we'll go off. I'll tell you what, let's go through the results while we're here. That may as well save us some time on the ad break. It's Scott McLaughlin who takes victory here at Mid-Ohio. Alex Palou is second, Will Power third, Venus VK fourth, Scott Dixon is fifth, Marcus Ericsson sixth, Joseph Newgarden seventh, Helio Casneves is eighth, David McCulcus ninth, and Simon Pagino rounds out the top 10. Christian Lundgaard is 11th, but Pagino and Lundgaard are under investigation. It's under steward's review. 12th place for Graham Rahal, 13th Conor Daly, 14th for Takuma Sato, 15th for Colton Herta, 16th for Jimmy Johnson. Great race there. Fantastic from Jimmy to come into that. Have Sky gone off air? I've got the worrying feeling that Sky have gone off air as they come through. Further down, yeah, Jimmy Johnson 16th, Devlin Di Francesco is 17th, 18th for Simone De Silvestro, 19th for Alexander Rossi, and 20th for Jack Harvey.
They're continuing it over on Sky Sports F1.
Ah, well, we won't do that then. 24th for Roman Grosjean, 22nd Dalton Kellett, 23rd is Callum Ilott, 24th Paolo Award, 25th Tatiana Coldwell, 26th is Carl Kirkwood, 27th is Felix Rosenquist as well.
I believe they might be going back on Sky Sports Saxon as well in a minute.
Oh, well, we'll leave it. We'll leave it on Sky F1.
No.
All right, is it off? I will leave it then. All right, we'll call it there. What a day. We'll be back in 50 minutes, or 45 minutes now for all the action at 8:30. Josh, that was a great IndyCar race as well. What was your thoughts on it?
Amazing race. A lot of cautions. 5 cautions in total. 20 laps done under caution. 60 laps done under green. 34 minutes and 50 seconds done under caution.
Sounds absolutely fantastic. Thanks for your company tonight, Josh. We'll see you in the Grand Prix review. And for IndyCar, it's 2 weeks' time when we head to the streets of Toronto for the first time since 2019 in Canada. That race is exclusively live on Peacock, so make sure you're here, ready to go, as we bring you the watch-along coverage as well. Thanks for your company. Good night to you all.